Hi, welcome to Luxury in Moderation, where we appreciate the finer things in life without going overboard. I know it's been a while and I've been busy, but I do have some things to share. I'm really excited for an unboxing today and I actually have quite a few Hermes items to share that I've gotten recently. But I definitely wanted to talk about my shipping experience with them. A lot of these items I'm going to talk about today, I didn't get from the store. I had to get them shipped to me, and they were all very different experiences. So after I do the unboxing, I'm going to talk a little bit more about what you can expect, whether you're ordering from the online website or another store, and we'll go through all the different ways you can receive your Hermes item. But first, let's open this package. So as you can see, it did come from FedEx, and I'm very excited to see this for the very first time. I have not seen this item yet, and it is a very small item, as you can see from the packaging. It looks like my SA put it in another bubble wrapped bag, so it's very well protected. And inside here is my very first one of these. So if you know Hermes, you'll know what's inside this box. I have never bought one for myself before, so super excited about this. I'm sure this is the receipt, which we'll look at in a moment. And of course, if you know Hermes, you know that a Rodeo or Pegasus charm comes in these little flat boxes. So how this happened was my SA texted me late last week and she messaged me and let me know like, hey, we have these charm options, because I did mention to her last time I spoke to her that I was looking for one of these and it was on my wish list. So now that she had some in the store, she could let me choose which one I wanted, and I chose this piece. So it is a little Pegasus charm, and it is so adorable. So she did send me a picture of it, but this is my first time seeing it in person. Let me tell you the exact color leather it is in. It is so soft. I love the leather that they use to make these. And I did specifically tell her that I was interested in a monotone one. I'm just not good at color matching, so it's just easier for me if I have all one color to think about and I don't need to worry about all the different colors sometimes these charms come in. So let's take a quick look at the receipt. So this is a size small Rodeo Pegasus charm in lambskin, and it is in the color Gris Pantin, P-A-N-T-I-N. And I love gray. If you're watching for a while, you know that I really wanted a gray bag. I tried it out for a little while, but sometimes it just doesn't match with my coloring because I'm a little bit more warm. But I still love the color gray. I think it's a sophisticated color. It's not as boring as black and white, so I've always liked gray. And I think that there are several bags that I can put this charm on because of its neutral palette. I can put it on probably all of my Hermes bags, and today I brought in my mini Evelyn so we could see it on a bag. So this is definitely one of the bags that I would choose to put this Pegasus on. I'll probably rotate it around whatever bag I'm feeling of carrying, just because I don't want to get a whole bunch of these charms. I think one or two is enough for me. And oh, look how cute that is. I really love the Pegasus as well with its wings. I think it's just super cute, and I'm such a girly girl that traditionally likes horses and all of those things. So really excited to share this live unboxing with you guys. Let me know what you think. As a quick aside, I also wanted to mention that I'm wearing a Hermes lipstick, and the color that I have on is a matte lipstick called Rose Boise number 48. And I just wanted to mention this because with all the chatter about the Louis Vuitton makeup line that launched, I've watched some videos about the Louis Vuitton makeup line and I just like the Hermes packaging more. Like to me, this orange box that the lipstick comes in is a more luxurious experience than the boxes I'm seeing the LV lipsticks come in. Now, I'm sure the lipstick case is also a luxurious quality with like a good weight like this one is, but just in terms of the packaging, like this feels like an actual Hermes box, and this is a very substantial, like thick orange bottom that is just like the rest of the orange boxes the rest of their products come in, versus what I noticed in the LV boxes, it was like you open the top and it was like papery and thin. So I just wanted to give a shout out to the Hermes makeup line that seems to be less expensive and it's nicer packaging. But let me know what you think. I just wanted to mention that quickly. So now that we have done the orange box unboxing, let's talk a little bit more about the shipping, how it arrived. On my receipt, it actually does have a line item that says FedEx Ground. So this was shipped FedEx Ground from my local Hermes store. I think Hermes always uses FedEx shipping, and they also, I believe, always require a signature. So this is very important because FedEx will require someone to sign for the package. I don't know if it's because Hermes insures it or they pay extra for this service, but in order for Hermes to feel comfortable shipping their products to you, they definitely want that signature confirmation. And I have had an experience where it was another carrier, I think it was UPS. I got an email from UPS that said, you have a package arriving, it will require a signature. So I waited all day at my house and waiting to sign for this package, and it ended up that the UPS driver just put the package on my front porch and left. So UPS for some reason ignored this signature delivery confirmation, and or maybe they're not as strict about it. Either way, for all three of the FedEx packages I've gotten from Hermes, I've had to sign for it. That is one of the things to be aware of. I think if they don't get someone at your house to sign for it, they will either try to re-deliver maybe the next day, or the email from FedEx also said that they could hold it at the local FedEx for you to go pick up. So I get really anxious when I'm not there to sign for a package because I don't want to go through the whole logistical nightmare of waiting for it to come again. So while I definitely appreciate and understand why FedEx needs to have a signature confirmation, and I actually do like this feature, it also gives me anxiety because I know I have to be at my house at this time for me to sign for it. Now, the good thing is that I always receive a ton of FedEx emails that will tell me that what day they expect to deliver it, even a 2-hour time window when they expect to deliver it, and they're pretty good about delivering in that time window. For one of the packages in the email, it said they're expecting it to be delivered like in the afternoon between 2 and 4. And then when I clicked on that link to see a more updated time, it actually said between 12 and 2. So they had shifted up the time, but at least like that information was readily available for me to check on. And so I was able to be home earlier, and they did accurately deliver in that window. So that is something that I trust FedEx on, like that they will deliver within that window. Now let's talk about how quickly each of my FedEx packages came. I will show a photo and a video clip of the other Hermes boxes I've received in the mail, but the very first box that I got in the mail from Hermes was shipped from the Hawaii store because that was the only place that they had in stock. So my SA placed this order for me in store in their system. So again, I was expecting a FedEx package. I got an email with the FedEx tracking number and it arrived super quickly. I think we placed the order on a Friday and I got the package from Hawaii on Monday. And that's because Hawaii only has 2-day shipping options. They don't have a FedEx ground option. So it came like that. Because it came from another Hermes boutique, they packaged it however I think they felt like they wanted to. So it came in just a regular cardboard box with like the thief proof tape, and inside they had bubble wrapped the orange shoebox, and then it was like a regular shoebox that you get from Hermes with the brown ribbon around it. And then on the very same day, I also ordered another pair of shoes, and my SA had placed this order through the online store. So if I had wanted to, I could have gone on to Hermes.com and just placed the order myself, but I did have my SA place the order for me. Now, because it came from the online store, they have a lot of different rules. So they have their own inventory, their own stock levels, their own warehouse, and their own timeline to process. So when we placed this order on Friday, it did trigger FedEx to know that, they were going to have to deliver a package. So they already started recording from that Friday. On Saturday, they got the package. So this coordinates with the email that I received on Saturday from Hermes that included the FedEx tracking number. And then this was shipped to me ground as well. If you're curious, the warehouse for the Hermes boutique is located in Jersey. So you can see that that's where the package originates. And then it did take about 6 days for it to arrive. It's definitely funny because even though I had placed an order for 2 different shoes on the same day, the one from Hawaii arrived sooner than the one that came from New Jersey. When I received this package from the Hermes online store, they definitely have their online packaging. So it came in a branded brown box. The branding is on the inside, so there's not as much alert to thieves on what is inside. Because lastly, let's just talk about the little charm that I received today. This was shipped via FedEx ground, so I'm not exactly sure when my SA actually had the package picked up. Again, I ordered this on a Friday and I didn't receive the FedEx email with the tracking until yesterday. So it looks like it was only picked up yesterday. So maybe the shipping department at the boutique was only able to get to my item yesterday, which was a Monday. And then of course, because it's all local and all very close, it did take 1 day for me to receive this package. So those are my 3 different experiences with getting Hermes shipments from 3 different places. And just to let you know, if you have your SA place an order for an item from another boutique, it's in some ways better for them to have the other boutique shipped directly to your house, because then it is free for you. You don't need to pay for shipping. If you want the other boutique to send the item to your local boutique, you actually have to pay for shipping, which I believe is around $30 if I'm remembering correctly. But there is just a nominal fee if you choose to have it shipped to your store versus your home. And it's just something to do with Hermes logistics. Same thing with if your SA is placing an order from the online store. If they ship to your house, you don't need to pay for shipping, but if you have them shipped to your store, then you will have to pay for shipping. So just another thing to be aware of. As you can probably tell, I am back on that Hermes train. I did take a really long break from it, but I met a really great SA and just love the purchases and my experience so far with this new SA. So I will share more about that in due time. So let me know if this video was helpful, and if you have any other questions, I would love to answer them for you and be a helpful resource. So leave any comments or questions in the comments below. I hope you enjoyed spending your time with me today, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!